Dear radiant particles, we continue in the vein of the creative and the receptive by talking more on the nature of duality. We see you running around fields in circles. We see you kicking inflated leather bags between poles and getting very excited about it. You seem to like seeing people winning. Why is that? If a man ran round a field on his own, he wouldn't have much of a crowd. And unless he was particularly inventive and graceful or something, he would probably not get too much of an applause. When a whole bunch of you run around together, one makes it round before the others, everyone leaps and shouts and says, "Oh good-oh, our winner." But he doesn't exist without the losers. They are equally as important. But why should you judge better and worse, winner and loser? Where did that judgment come from? It stems from the fact that it is difficult for you to stay where you are. It is a difficult place to be. The natural tendency of the spirit is to float back towards the one. And the only way you can stay, I hope you will understand if we say down, at your level of density, is by hanging on to things. If you did not hang on to things, you would just float away. And in the old definition of enlightenment, to find the light meant letting go of everything. And then the spirit naturally floats towards the light, which is very much the same as your ascension. You just need to expand here on ascension. Many other races have ascended before in terms of transcending to the next level. But you, my radiant particles, are doing something very special. You're ascending and staying where you are at the same time. And this has not been done before. No one before has stretched their spirit so wide, so great, to be able to do this. Now returning to judgment. Because you have to hang on to things, or else you just float back to one. You've been hanging on to things for a long time to continue your experience there. But your experience is valuable. But you've been holding on for so long that you think you are the things that you are hanging on to. And you believe some things are better to hang on to than others. And that hanging on becomes a judgment. For while you're hanging on to one thing, it is difficult to grasp another thing. So you choose which thing to hang on to. And in hanging on, you project yourself outside and believe that the outside reality you perceive has some effect on you. forgetting that you are the ones creating it. And because it can have an effect on you in your perception, you become a victim of reality. And your judgment and your belief holds you as a victim. If you crack your shin on something, it is your belief that that thing is there to hurt you. It is the belief that you can be hurt that brings you the pain. Without that belief, there is no damage, no pain. That may sound extraordinary to some, but I'm sure all of you somewhere have at least a little example of somewhere when something should have hurt and it didn't. When a disaster could have happened and it didn't. Where reality changed that little bit around you so that you weren't hurt. For the reality is not as concrete as it looks. It's malleable when you are in control. Now, instead of projecting outside and believing it is the outside that has the power, you can also project inside and know that it is you that has the power. It is you that are in control. Your natural inner inclination to evolution, to do better than yourself, which is one of the aspects of life, to evolve, to improve, to complexify. But that inner yearning for improvement within yourself, the yearning for perfection, when it becomes externalized, becomes the yearning to win against others. And those who feel they are not themselves winning project themselves into other winners and then enjoy other people winning. But when you return inside to yourself and know that all is equal, there are no winners or losers. There cannot be winners without losers. Yet there are winners and losers at the same time, and by internalizing you can go beyond all those dichotomies and see that there just is equality. And the yearning for winners and for winning becomes your yearning to transcend who you are now, to become a better you, to project more light, more love, experience more happiness, more joy. So, go inside, become a winner to yourself, and rejoice in your own success. We love you.